How's everybody doing? Thank y'all for coming. Donnie's in the middle of a storm. He's getting special effects. He was getting thunder and lightning, and it looked like his video was going. If it does it again, y'all see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it pretty much quit raining now. So
he was like, "Well, man, I'm going to mute." I said, "Man, that's natural sound effects and video effects." So I hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Hey, Amy. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Paranormal Research. Hey, AD. Hey, Adventures with Seth. Hey, Earth Noises. Earth Noises. Hey, Florida. Hey, Melissa and Diane Myers. Thank y'all all for coming. I really appreciate it. I meant to set this up for April's live because April's sick. And I meant to set it up on hers, but I set it up on mine instead. So we're just going to go with it. So hopefully she'll get back and start making videos or something soon.
Send a lot of spares her way.
So yeah, it's been raining here all day, man. They've been calling flash floods. I was going to do this in my building, but there was like that much water standing in front of it. So I was like, well, I'm not walking down there. And with it raining hitting that metal roof, you can hear nothing anyway. So hopefully it don't start pouring down again. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Charmaine.
Hey, Charmaine.
That reminds me, y'all, this Thursday coming up, I will be interviewing Charmaine, the Moon Show. So that'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So y'all make sure y'all check that interview out. Yeah, it's like that rain is spread way over the states.
Yeah, there's a big cluster of it. It seems like it's just swinging around out there. Florida always catches that stuff that pulls in from the Gulf, and it just creates these massive thunderstorms.
Yeah. The only bad thing about the rain and metal buildings is when you're doing an investigation, you think something's scratching the side of the building.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So have you recovered from Vegas, Donnie?
Oh, I've recovered from Vegas. I got rid of the jet lag about 3 days later, though. But it's like that long flight from Vegas that went all the way to Atlanta. It just seemed like when I got off that plane, I was just exhausted, and I didn't even do anything but sit there and watch movies. And then when I got to Jacksonville, it was just like I was half dead, man. I crawled into the van to get home. So
the plane ride is what kills me every time. Melissa and Patrick flew out before us, and they sent us pictures of their seats, and it's where the escape doors are in case of emergency. So they upgraded to them seats, and we had plenty of room, man. I had all the leg room, but the seats was like that thick.
Mm-hmm.
And I could not get comfortable. I was trying to doze off, and I kept leaning out in the aisle like this, and the stewardess, every time she'd come by, she wouldn't turn back toward me. She'd turn front toward me. So her BBs would slap me in the face every time. And I'd stop and look up at her, and then I'd look over at April, and April's the lady over here on the pasture that was at the window, and I had to pull her back over. But that was like the longest flight, man. It was like, the time changes, and you think you're about an hour out, and then it changes back. And it's like repeating the time. So it seems like you're on there for 8 hours instead of 4.
So I got a question for you. I know you guys got the bigger leg room right there next to the exit. So what did you guys do with your carry-on stuff? Because there's no seat in front of you to stick it up underneath.
Yeah, no, so you got what they call first class. And
Right.
that's the seats, in front of the main doors.
Yep.
And then you got another row of seats. But then you got your regular seats, and then you got your escape door seats, and it gives you 10 inches extra in your leg room.
Okay. So you actually do have another row in front of you. Okay.
Yeah, and it was like 1, 2, 3. We was in row 7. So 7 chairs back, and then there's 2 little things where you pull these things pop out.
The windows, yep. The windows pop out.
Balloon slides fall out.
Yep. Okay.
They was like, "Are you capable of doing it?" I was thinking, yeah, if I can fit in there to get to it. I'll be over here kicking at the door trying to get it open. But and it was a new plane. I know you said you had a flight on a new plane, man, but this one was actually nice. It was black, the carpet was black, the seats was black. So when the lights went down, it was dark. But the seats were still cheap, man.
Yeah, the one I flew from Atlanta to Jacksonville on, that was a brand new plane. It had only been flown once before that. And I think it had a total of 270 miles on it, flying. So, yeah, I got in a new plane. I was hoping it would at least get me to Jacksonville. It wasn't that far away. So,
did you have a layover coming home?
I did have a layover in Atlanta for, I want to say like an hour and a half. But it wasn't really long. I got to my other gate. I sat down, had a cup of coffee, and by then we were boarding. So it was just late at night, man. It was about 9 o'clock when I jumped on that flight. And didn't get into Jacksonville until almost 11. So
hey, Josh. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Josh. Hey, Jason.
Really appreciate every one of you. Yeah, it was. Everyone wants to drive to Branson. I don't know about that. But.
We are driving. We actually talked to Lisa and Dustin. We're talking about maybe meeting up somewhere and going and carpooling. So
that'd be cool. That would help them out too from driving.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be just like one person or driving. There could be 4 of us that could switch on and off, and we got the van. So like the back seats fold in stores, so you got a whole back of the van to sleep, like a bed.
I do not know how Cody did it, man. Drove from Texas there, and then they was in a traffic jam. I think he drove for like 24 hours straight. Then they was up for like 48 hours or plus. I couldn't have done it.
I don't see how he did it either. I wouldn't have been able to do it. After about the first 12 hours, I would have been goofy.
No disrespect, Amy, but I would have tried. I was here. You could do a video, and I would have got me a big old box, put you in it, and mailed you to Las Vegas.
First class mail.
You could have got 2 videos out of it.
Put Fragile on the box.
Was that a real thing, man, when them YouTubers was mailing each other out?
Do what now?
I said, was that a real thing when the YouTubers was mailing themselves out to other places?
I don't know if that was a real thing. I did see some videos, like some shorts of it. One of them was like to Madagascar or something like that. And I saw a video. I don't know if it was really them traveling in the box like that, but yeah, I heard about that. I wouldn't say it's true or not, because depending on where you're going, I mean, some of that stuff can be pretty dangerous to get there.
I mean, I agree, Melissa. I'm the type person, man, I don't like to be confined to one space. And then to be on a plane, I can deal with it for so long, and then I start getting anxious. And I've got to find something to occupy me, man, or I'll start flipping out. And so I'll get up and walk to the bathroom, whether I had to use it or not, just to stretch my legs and to get my mind off of it. So they said it's going to be another hour and 45 minutes. And I was like, I don't know if I can handle another hour and 45 minutes. I was running out of gum, running out of candy. And I seen that woman sitting beside us was chips, and I started to take some of them, but I didn't. And but I finally, man, we got back to the seat, and they said, "Buckle up, we're starting to descend to Charlotte Douglas Airport." And I said, "Oh yeah." And I just saw. I mean, you like working. I used to work have to go up under houses or in attics and stuff like that, and I'd be up there for hours and working on this, working on that, and I started getting claustrophobic. Man, I got to get out of there.
Yeah, but the thing is, like when you're up in those attics and stuff, you're actually working or doing something, keeping your mind busy, rather than just sitting there and not being able to do nothing either.
Oh, I've been in some houses, man, and like I said before, this one house we went in, it was on the cover of a magazine. And I had left some tools up there, so I had to go back up there by myself, And these houses you get lost in, if you don't ride the elevator up to the next floor or whatever, you get lost walking up steps. And I got up there, man, and I swear I kept hearing noises, and I felt something breathing on my neck. And there was on the counter was some papers, a magazine that the house was on and some stuff about the house. And I was in there in that room gathering my tools, and I heard something. So I walked out and thought it was my partner, Todd, and the papers were slung off the counter all over the floor. Well, I left. I grabbed the drills and whatever I could in my hand, but I left the tool bag and a couple screwdrivers and some wire and all that stuff. I left it there at the house. I said the next person to get it. I got out of there. Hey, AP, what's up, brother? Hope you and the family are doing good.
Hey, AP. Sorry I can't unmute to tell everybody, hey, it's, very often, but it's pouring down rain.
Yeah, I'll make sure y'all keep everybody in your prayers, man. A lot of prayers needed here lately. Amy's shoulder's having trouble with her shoulder, and she's trying to get in to see a doctor about it. And I think it's going to be Wednesday now. And I've had that shoulder pain, and I know how it feels. I sure will, AP. And I apologize, man. If I ain't been in nobody's lives in a while, it's just I've been busy with stuff and don't get no notifications. But I've been trying to share it out as much as I could.
Well, like I was explaining explaining it to somebody today, that it's not that nobody's coming around and watching or something like that, but a lot of us, since the big C word has kind of diminished a little bit, and we've all started going back to our normal, mundane lives. It's been really hard for everybody now to find more time to put into the YouTube like we were doing before we had to quarantine and stay at home. It's not that we're not coming around. It's just that it's not right when people are doing premieres sometimes or going live. We've had to find time to come back and rewatch later. And it's not any one of our faults. It's just that, life happened, and we have to go back to the way it was before. Before a lot of us started watching more YouTube, and before a lot of us had more free time. So, and it's nobody's fault. It just, like I say, life happens.
But like wintertime, man, I was like, well, everybody be inside and we'll do this, but winter went by quick for me. I mean, it was like, bam, Thanksgiving, Christmas, back to summer. And it went by so fast. And then by the time, everybody got used to trying to stay at home and be cooped up in the house, summer hit and everybody's back out. Unless you live in North Carolina and it's raining all the time.
Welcome to Florida. You just seen my lights flash.
So how have you experienced anything in there since you've been in there today?
Not today, but I haven't been back in here since I did the investigation with the doll. I still don't have a name.
I think I was getting Lori. It kept saying Lori, but there was other spirits there, and they was trying to contain the doll, whatever's in the doll. They was containing it to one space, and so evidently she's not a bad spirit or a strong presence. I mean, as far as in spirit world, that's what I was getting, and they was like dominating her. And
well, see, that's kind of like Amy was getting the name Sarah,
Yeah.
and I didn't hear either one of those names, but I don't know, but I know something interrupted us, and it really upset me. So
Yeah, it did say Sarah too. I know it said you asked what was the name, and I heard Laura, and then I heard Lori. But yeah, I did hear Sarah too. So it's hard to tell.
yeah, I did see you. You said it in chat that it said Laura. I remember seeing that yesterday. But when I was listening to it, it's really hard to catch stuff when it's right then. Like if you listen back to it and you kind of slow it down a little bit or something like that, you can hear things a little more clear. But yeah, it's really hard to tell, like when you're doing it.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy though how you get used to, like, I can go on everybody else's like yours, and then I hear so much stuff that I can start hearing it in everybody's. But then I wonder if that's my mind playing tricks on me, or is it actually saying that? So,
and see, that's another reason why I don't like saying what I hear, because I like hearing what everybody else hears, and was it that I really heard? You know what I'm saying? But of course, it could be everybody hears their own thing too. So,
hey, Bear Files, hey, Debbie, thank y'all for coming. Who else did I miss? Hey, Myers. Well, speaking on that note, y'all want to do some necrophonics?
of course,
Leave it in the chat, yay or nay.
we all want it.
Hey, Patrick.
Everybody tell Slim you really want it.
What in the
Okay,
world?
let's get you the latest on Tropical Storm.
What was that?
I was fixing to start dancing. I didn't know what to do.
I didn't know. That's why I was looking for what's on in here. The spirits are at work. Hey, Hensley.
Hey, Hensley.
Everybody says
That's it.
yes. Everybody agreed with each other except for that Slim guy and that StreamYard guy.
Patrick, I
Troublemaker.
really like your shirt.
Oh, my Slim Lip. Thanks to Vodka Bat. Oh, Vodka Bat. It says, let me turn around. You see it?
Oh man, I like it. I really like it.
I've got a lot of people who ask me about this shirt. They was like, who's Slim Lip though? I said, that's the guy's name, Slim Lip.
That's part of your new merch?
Yeah, well, it's probably my only. I got a couple of shirts in there. I haven't updated it in a while. I need to go in there and add some stuff.
All right. I really like that though. I gotta find me one of those shirts somewhere.
My sister from down, we did the auction, and she bought this shirt for me. So,
Right, Josh?
and yeah, that's another person. Keep Baka's mother in your prayers too. She's not doing too good.
Okay.
All right, so if y'all ready, we'll start the necrophonic. Donnie, if you want to do the voice app, you got the something to do the voice app on?
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm gonna flip my lights off too. I don't want to be left in the light.
Y'all let me know if this is too loud or too low. Hello? Can you tell me your name, please? Did it say Slim? Not my name. Can you tell me your name?
Hey, back, Ricky.
We just quit talking.
I was wondering what happened.
Slim again, I think. What's your name? Help. What do you need help with? Can y'all hear it pretty good?
I just got gruesome.
Can you tell me if anything followed us home from Skinwalker's cave?
I heard yes. And on Spirit Talker, I got someone. It's someone else.
Can you give us your names, please? Julie? Donald? Bob. Bob or Bud? I can't hear it. Hello, what's your name?
I could have swore I heard it say Slim again. I said I'm making it cold.
Hey, Bluegrass.
Got Edith.
Donald, can you tell us your age? Sure. Can you tell us your last names, please? Debbie got 4. Did you hear that, Slim Let? Who said Slim Let?
It's been saying your name quite a bit.
That thing says Slim Let, man. We get out of here. do you know my name? Sound like a thing said my name's Barack. Jump or Jim? Donnie? Isaac or Ivy? Can you tell us the name of the dog that is at Donnie's house?
Please. I've been trying to figure out this dog's name.
Can you tell us how old the dog is?
I thought I heard 3.
Is the dog's name Sarah?
Got Christy.
Is the dog named Christy? Yeah. Can you tell us the dog's last name? Brooke. Ivy again. Who is Ivy?
Said standing beside you.
Are you standing beside me or Donnie? I am getting a cold right here. Who is the spirit that I kicked this morning?
I just heard me, but it's like drawn out.
Who is me? Can you give us your name, please? Dead? You're dead? Can you give me the name of the spirit that I kicked this morning? What is your name, please?
Alaric. Alaric. I don't know if that's a name.
What does Alaric mean? We're talking? Who's talking? Who is Gracie? Who is Gracie? ma'am. Can you give me Gracie's last name, please?
I heard yellow twice.
What does the color yellow mean? So this morning, Donnie, I was getting up to let the dogs out this morning, and when I swept my feet off the side of the bed, there was nothing there, but I could feel my foot hit something, and it was, I don't know if it wasn't that solid. It kind of felt like a sheet hanging up or something. I could feel the pressure that hit against my foot, and when I did, it knocked. After I done it, it knocked over my cologne and stuff.
I'll be right back. I don't know what's going on with my camera.
But it was strange. I mean, I could feel the pressure on my foot, but there was nothing there.
So it wasn't like the duvet cover or anything like that. Like,
no, it was. I mean, on my bed's like that here, and then there's this space between my bed and my dresser, and then but when I went to turn to get up, my legs sweep, and I felt like I hit something. Like it was like a heavy blanket or something. I mean, I could feel the pressure that touched my foot. So that's why I wrote in the chat this morning. I saw
you. I saw you said something just rubbed my leg. So I'm trying to figure out what it was. Amy, there's nothing flashing in my shed. I think that's the LED that I have with this like setup here. I think that's causing it to look like it's flashing. But as far as my camera, I don't know. My camera just seems to not want to focus.
What is your first name? Entity. Hey, Jessica.
I just got Hunter.
Okay, Debbie picked up Gracie a while ago, and my aunt was Grace Lee, and they called her Gracie. That's why I was looking for her last name. But who is the spirits that roam in this house? Buck. Who is Buck?
I'm not sure, Amy.
Did you hear it good?
I just got a tat. And the number 13.
They're cussing spirits.
Did he just say sorry?
Yeah. The cussing spirits. You're dead. Can you tell us how you died? Fall? You was killed?
I heard yeah.
How was you killed?
I just got out.
Starting to hear noise. Hey, Gary. Thanks for coming, brother. Who covered your murder up? Joel? Was you killed here in North Carolina? Yeah.
Did I just hear cautious?
Who? Where did you die?
I just got to tell people my story.
Was you killed in a police chase?
I just got collect.
Was you killed by a police officer?
I heard stop the cam.
Hey, South Cax, Lisa and Dustin.
Lisa and Dustin.
Was you murdered by a deputy sheriff?
I just got your safety.
Hey, Lisa and Dustin. Miss y'all guys. I know Donnie misses Lisa.
Sure. Now every time I see a Tesla going by on the road, I hide in fear. It just say you.
Did any spirits follow us home from Vegas?
I just got, are you okay? Amy, I do believe so.
Who was the person that we seen at the Skinwalker's Cave? Was you male or female? Slim. You're welcome. Thank you. Well, thank you. Did you hear that? It said thank you. And I said, well, thank you. She said, no, thank you.
I just got hung. And Blanche just came through also.
Up north has said we brought stuff to Vegas.
Good. Hopefully we left it there.
Well, as long as we left it there for you.
Now Dia has a whole new set of ghosts to speak with.
Who needs help? I can't let you out. Did any spirits follow Donnie home?
I just heard let me out. Spirit Talker just said avoid this area.
Who needs help?
It sounded like a little girl that said me. Sounds like a bunch of me's came out.
Are y'all stuck?
on.
Kayla came in the door and scared the crap out of me.
Did you die in a fire? Leave the house? Whose house should we leave? Who's the little girl? Holly? What do you need help with? Who said Twinkie? Their demons are allowed. Can you tell us the name of Dottie's doll?
Did it say you're recording?
Yes, we are recording. Do you not want to be recorded? One at a time, please. Keep watch. Is there any spirits here that wants to communicate with a family member?
Spirit Talker said, please leave here. Do I need to leave? I'm sorry.
He knows. What do we know?
It say who done it?
Did that just say bushlet? What do you need help with?
Up.
Do you need help crossing over?
Did that just say Zachary and Thomas?
Are you tied with shackles?
I just got dominant.
Who's the spirit that has shackles on? That thing just say who has shackles?
It sounded just like it said who and then shackle, and I don't know. Now it said stay here.
I'll miss you.
I also just got pay attention.
If you're trapped, you don't have to stay here. You can go towards the light. Who's the little kid? Pop. Who's Pop? I'm Slim, and this is Donnie. Who are you?
I'm sorry, spirits. You've been out there for a minute, and the first thing you have to look for is to look into this face. I do apologize. I just got Evelyn. That's my sister's name, by the way.
Who said Evelyn? Who's the little kid? Can you tell me your name? I mean, your age? How old are you?
I just got there's 5 of us.
I think there's 5 spirits in your shed.
I just got Jeff, but spelled weird. It's Geoff.
Who's Phyllis?
I just got our summit.
Dominic. Dominic again.
I got dominant on here as well.
Who is Dominic?
Did it say jaw?
Is the dog named Dominic? No. What is the dog's name, please?
I just got painful. Is it painful to say who you are?
Are you in pain? I think it says Frank. Who is Frank? Did you say Frank?
Did it say afraid?
Noah?
I just heard Noah.
Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up? How many fingers do I have up?
I heard that too, Debbie.
Who's playing the music box?
I just got go forward.
Frank's playing the music box? Yo. Hey, Cheryl. Do y'all have a message for us?
Right before that, it said, I know you.
Do you know me? Do you know Donnie?
No.
That's what it sounds like when you ask other people if they know me.
What up? Hello? Are you new spirits? I got Mike, Bob, and Adam, and some of them.
I just got communication.
Yeah.
They're talking amongst yourselves.
That's been happening a lot lately with everybody with this necrophonics. It seems like they're talking back and forth.
Can you hear us?
I just got dance. I can do that.
No spirits are allowed to touch us. Help. What do you need help with?
Who needs help?
We'll turn the reverb off and go back to regular.
Did it just say good now?
Bro.
I heard bro.
Do you know me?
No.
No.
I just got the word right.
No.
Well, I can hear them better with the reverb.
It sounds like that little extra little bit of time that you can understand it a little more. Who keeps asking for help?
All right, spirits. If you got something to say, you need to say it.
Sound like he just said, "Come on."
Do you have a message for us?
Oh no!
No,
I just got.
keepers are allowed.
You heard what it said?
Yeah. Y'all can stay at Donnie's, but you can't come here.
Can't stay at my house either.
Who needs help?
I keep hearing help a lot.
If you're stuck there, if you see the light, go towards the light. You have family that's waiting on you on the other side of the light. Don't let nobody stop you. Go towards the light.
It sounds like some of the spirits are even help. Like go.
All of you go.
Any of you that want to cross over and go to that white light, you can go. No one has the power to hold you here.
There is loved ones waiting for you on the other side.
I just got the name Emilia.
Who is the little kid? Can you speak to us, please?
Who is the little kid that keeps coming to talk to us?
Yes, you. What is your name?
I just got hiding.
You hear noises too, don't you? I keep
There
hearing
was
something
just
crashing
static.
at the door over here, but there's nothing there.
There was just static coming out of my CVs, and they're both turned off. There it goes again. I don't know if you can hear it.
Who is Sarah? Is Sarah the little girl?
Is Sarah at Sims? I heard no.
You're shy? You don't have to be shy.
I just heard Sean.
Can the little girl, do you want to go over to the other side?
I just got Pat.
You don't have to be scared. What in the world?
That just woke me up.
Must have been an alert from somebody.
I just got noise.
Is the little girl still here?
I thought I heard him ask what. the little kid that keeps coming through is the kid still around?
Y'all are not allowed to stop her from crossing over. What little kid? Did you hear that?
Yep. You have no power over that kid.
Is her name Beth?
Is Beth here?
Sorry about that, y'all. Should
I
turn
just
off
got-
notifications.
I just got the name Vernon.
Cat. Beth again. Who is Beth? Who is Beth? Sounds like the little girl crying. They're just talking to themselves.
I mean,
Ignore
a
us.
lot. A lot.
Is there any spirits here that wants to communicate? Can any spirits? Sam wants to know if there's any spirits that can tell us of the people missing in the Titanic. Bobby? She said Bobby, and just some male said what? Beth, is Bobby your friend? Is it easier for y'all to communicate when there's a mirror facing us?
I'm agitated.
Michael.
Who's agitated? Hey, Slim, I think the spirits from my house are talking to the spirits at your house.
It seems that way because they're not. I mean, there are some of them's interacting with us, but it's like a conversation going on between two different places.
Yeah.
Can you tell us who the 5 people that are missing on the submarine are? Can you give us their names, please? Said 5, 9, or 7, or something like that. So you saying there's more missing than 5 numbers?
Yeah. And Slim, earlier, the spirit talker said there's 5 of us here. That sounded just like Amy.
There's 5 of them missing. Are they still alive or have they passed on?
Thought I heard Richard.
They've been asking for help too a lot. Are there still survivors on the submarine? Yes. Maybe it's like new spirits coming in and chatting along with the spirits that's been there. They're dead. Is there any survivors?
No.
1, 2.
I just got terrified.
You been there? The little girl starting to talk more. Can the little girl tell us how old she is? Someone says 7. Yeah. How old are you?
I think I heard 5.
Did she say 8?
I just got show.
Did you say you was 8 years old? Can you tell us can you tell us your name, please?
Name.
No, she says she'd like to.
I
Can you
just
tell
got
us?
blonde.
Can you tell us your name?
I just got blonde hair.
No evil spirits are allowed.
Roll.
What is your name?
I just got he scares me.
Who scares you? Bob scares you?
Sounded like I heard I can.
I just heard a thump over in your building.
Yeah, it's probably rain dripping out of the trees.
Who scares you? All right, spirits. We're going to stop right now, so you're not allowed to attach yourself to me or any of our equipment or Donnie or any of his equipment or anybody in the chat. You must stay where you at or cross over to the light. We thank y'all for speaking to us.
I just got love.
She just said love.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we love y'all too. Bob. Thank you, spirits.
Thank you for coming and speaking with us.
We got some communication, but I think they was talking more to themselves than it was to us.
I absolutely agree.
Well, we went from 11 in chat to 7. So I guess
Everybody's sharing us out. That's what it is.
Well, I was kind of hoping that we could have helped somebody to go to the other side. For some reason, it's been on my mind all day, so that's the reason I decided to do this.
Yeah, they definitely didn't say a whole lot of what we were asking. It, like you said, it sounds more like they were talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, it's like we was boring them. And every now and then they would just look up and say, yeah, no, maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like they were giving us quick, short answers and getting back to their conversation. Like we were interrupting them.
So how's work going, Donnie? You said you was on call?
Yeah, I'm on call for this week. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because it'll jinx me. But I'm enjoying it right now. It's not so busy.
Yes. Don't know if I could be on call for animals, because they'll pop up at the weirdest hours.
Oh yeah, it's been known to happen at 3 a.m.
What's what's the worst thing you've been called to?
Um, it was before this last time that I came back. My worst call was um, when I showed up, and I just I don't like talking about it because I don't want people to kind of visualize what I saw. But there
Yeah.
was two deceased dogs on the property and three other ones that were extremely malnourished, and it was a case that had been ongoing. They had already done some enforcement with the lady, so yeah, it was very sad. I feel in my heart that the lady did love her animals and cared for her animals, but I don't think she showed it in the appropriate way. I don't know if maybe there's some mental blockages that she couldn't go from wrong to right. I don't know what goes on in some of these people's head, and I'm so glad that I'm not one of the doctors that have to figure that kind of stuff out. But
Yeah.
I do know that in some people it is a mental blockage or mental ailment that they can't necessarily provide the proper care for it. And I think that's what was happening in that case. The lady just didn't know right from wrong.
Well,
Um,
some things too, man, is some people love animals so much, and they'll take these animals in, but cannot afford to eat themselves. But they'd
yep.
rather see these animals, so that so nobody hurts them or they don't get hit by a car, or and then they neglect them because they can't afford to feed them themselves.
100%. We see that also. Um, the, the 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 crazy thing about it here in this county at our animal shelter, where we do our animal control from. Um,
Earth Noises asked, "What do you do, Donnie?"
uh, Earth Noises. I am an animal control officer in the county in which I live. And I handle animal cruelty, animal neglect, animal control enforcement, code enforcement, ordinance, and Florida state statute, um, education. I'm more of an educator than I am enforcement. I'd rather go and talk to somebody and try and straighten things out rather than just, go in there and try and take somebody's animals. Yes, the animals could be neglected, but if you just take a few moments and you talk with them people and help them understand what the true laws and what the true ordinances are, 90% of the time you'll get cooperation. But there's that 10% that you literally have to give them jail time for them to understand that it's no joke.
You, we've seen a lot of homeless people in Vegas that had animals, and they can hardly take care of themselves, but they got the pets too. But I mean, I can understand, being lonely too, and you know, sometimes a dog or a cat or bird or something like that gives you more attention than humans do.
And believe it or not, we have homeless people here. It's not as bad as in like Las Vegas or California, but we have homeless people here, and they have animals. And believe it or not, some of the homeless people here can pull out a wad that'll put you to shame working a full time job.
Yeah,
Um, and I would never ever stop one of those people from adopting an animal. I wouldn't do it because, like you said, sometimes that's the only company that those people have day in and day out. And sometimes all you need is something there to talk to. Sometimes that can
Yeah.
stop a lot of bad things from happening. So I would never deny anyone, any homeless person that can show me they could take care of an animal. I would give them an animal. So
Well, I mean, I've never seen a homeless person with animal that the animal was skinny.
and that's a great point. I haven't seen any here. We've gotten calls about people with dogs in the middle of the interstate or intersection or something like that, and we get there, the animal is perfectly healthy, and I'm sorry, just because they're homeless or they look homeless doesn't mean they can't have an animal. There's no law against that. And I've had those calls before, and it's people thinking that they're homeless, they can't take care of the animal, and that's just not always true.
Yeah, Debbie, it sure is. Debbie said that it's also a protected for protection too.
Here we really don't have any bad people per se as homeless, but it would be an absolute good go to if you did have an animal as a homeless person, like they could watch over you.
Yes, I don't know. It's a sad situation, but I talked to a few that was homeless living in Vegas, and they said that that everybody they meet are good people, good-hearted people. It's just had bad luck, and they get tied up in that lifestyle, and you know, and it's just like everyday life. Some people get up and go to work and pay bills and stuff, and some people just refuse to live their life paying bills, and they choose to live that way.
And there's some of them that make a killing doing it. I mean, and drive better vehicles than you and I.
I knew a guy that used to work was a mechanic in the Air Force, and he was the top mechanic for working on the planes. And the government hoodooed him, and he said that he would never work again. The government wasn't taking nothing from him. He refused to get any assistance from the government. He refused to get like disability or anything like that, or Social Security, or any help like that.
Yeah.
He would go and do like work for people for money, and our friends would in the wintertime they would take him and put him in a room for the winter, and
Okay.
you could walk in that room and the bed would never be slept in. He would sleep on the ground.
I wonder why that is.
He's used to sleeping on the ground. And man, I mean, friends of ours, they own a cafe, and they would take food. If there was homeless people, they would take food out to them. They needed to come to the back door, or come in, and they would give them food. And I seen this man take chose to go in a dumpster and get a green fish that's been sitting in a dumpster, and he said that he's ate it so much that like normal food makes him sick.
Huh.
But
I've never talked to anybody like that before, but I mean that could be that's got to be where you truly find out what you're made of.
I mean, he's very smart man, and he can tell you anything about a plane. And he could have got out of the service, and I mean, and draw benefits from the Air Force, or he could have got him a job working on airplanes, but he chose not to. He said the government was never going to take another thing from him.
Can't say I blame him there though, because I mean the government's known for taking stuff back.
It just, I don't know, man. I got a heart for like people,
Yeah.
that are like that, but like we witnessed, man, in Vegas, man. People would bring them food, and they would like snare up at them because they'd rather have money to buy alcohol or drugs. And I can understand that point too, man, because as long as they're numb to what's going on, they don't have to think about it as much. But
Right. And that's true, Miss Debbie. I've seen homeless people that would give someone their last dollar.
Mhm.
There is some really good people. They're good-hearted people.
They're,
Not
they're
all of
good
them
people.
are.
It's just they had a bad run of luck, you know. I mean,
Yeah, and it could happen to any one of us at any time. I mean, it's just a fact of life. You can try your hardest, to put something back just in case something happened. But I mean, at any time, it's not promised.
yeah. I mean, tomorrow is never promised, and things could come down to an end real quick.
Absolutely. That's what makes me enjoy life every day at a time.
Well, it's 9:46, man, and you probably need to get to bed.
It's getting kind of late.
Yeah, so I guess I'll end it right here. I want to thank everybody for coming. It means a lot to me, Donnie. Thank you for coming up with me.
Not a problem. I'm glad I could be a part of it.
I was hoping, like I said, we could. My thing when I do necrophonic something like that, I like to if there's a spirit there, and when you choose one spirit and it communicates to you, and then you can help it cross over. That's what I like doing. So I was kind of hoping that.
And see the spirits at your house. They're used to April. They're
Yeah.
used to April talking to them every time y'all do necrophonics. It's the first time you well, it's the first time you've done it there, right?
No, I've done it a few times, but April
Oh,
does it all the time,
okay.
But I kind of got away from the paranormal for a little bit because it got to the point where it's like everything was dark, started getting dark and dark and darker, and every time I turned on my YouTube, it was something about Satan or demons or something, and it wasn't even none of the people that's in our circle of family here. It was other people, and it was
Yeah.
like everything was getting dark, and then I noticed I started getting like down, so I
Mhm.
kind of stepped away from it for a while. Had to
I,
get
I've
away.
had I've had a couple times like that. I mean, I didn't necessarily have to step away from it. I just, I prayed extra hard, and actually one day, and I don't think I've even told Caleb this whole story, but I got in the shower one day and it looked like shadows, like everything went darker than what it normally does. And I was praying and taking my shower. I got out of the shower and the light on the wall started flickering as soon as I got out. And I prayed even harder, and the light just flashed a little bit more. And as soon as I ended my prayer, the light stopped flashing, and I just thought that was the weirdest thing in the world. That happened about a month before I went to Vegas.
Yeah, Boone got me good the other day, man. I'm like here during the day by myself, so I'll take me a shower in the mornings, and I'll just leave the bathroom door open, so it was, won't steam up in there. And Boone comes in there and jumps up. So all I see was a shadow standing there like this. And then he stands on his hind legs. So I'm looking, I was like, what is that? Then he falls into the thing, shower curtain, thinking it's a wall. And he come in on me and about got in the tub with him, and it scared the tar out of me. I said, oh, what are you doing, Boone? I ain't got the barcode. I was like, what in the world? So it was all peaceful and quiet. That's a ruckus around here.
Can't have no peace and quiet.
But anyway, I think it was Monday. Monday this happened because Cameron's home on the weekends, and he's usually got Boone, so I kind of got used to Boone not being here. So I went and got in the shower, and he scared the tar out of me. That's another thing, man. I got into trying to figure out why spirits are here and stuff, and next time I was getting pulled and punched and tugged on, and I was getting tired of it, man. I mean, there's one, I don't know if it's my mom or what, but it's a good spirit, man. Because if I'm doing something and I went to turn around and say if there's a glass on the counter, I could feel it push up against me to stop me from turning. so I'll turn and go the other way. But when it touches me, I don't feel scared. I just keep on going with it. But then there's some that, like when I was doing Laura's thing, that grabbed my ear and pulled it. And you'll catch me over here all the time looking over in this corner because I'm thinking, it's going to grab it. But I got away from it, and it kind of got where it quit, pulling on me and stuff. But I still see the shadows and stuff walk around it. But I think them spirits was here before we moved in, because the people that built this house, probably, I don't know, I think it was 2 or 3 months after they built it, the man died, and then the woman died a couple weeks later.
Oh, wow.
And then, so the daughter raised her kids in here, and then they sold it out to the family of the people that lives up the road. And they raised their family in it. And, it's been a lot of families. And I'm sure it was built in 1925, so I'm sure there's been a lot of people that's passed in it.
Probably.
My mom passed in this house.
That's smoke from the candle.
Yeah. But thank y'all for coming, man. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, Thursday, interviewing Charmaine. I think that's going to be a good one. I don't think I've ever had Charmaine up on a panel. I've seen her in Nubs' panels or something like that, but I don't think she's ever been up on our panel.
I don't think I've ever seen her up on it.
And it's overdue too, then after that, we got Tara T and Fluffy. And then the week after that, we got Cheryl Kirch.
Okay.
And I got, I was doing them before, and I started running out of people, and I was like, well, I've got a lot of people. I just need to ask them. But, it's kind of hard to ask somebody because you don't know what they're going to say or if they're interested or not. And
true. That's when you tell them, hey, I want you to be here at this time. Here's the link.
But, yeah, if anybody in the chat, is willing to do an interview with me, hit me up on Messenger or Twitter. Just message me on Twitter or on Facebook Messenger, and I'll get with you on it. I don't want to feel, people left out, but it's just I don't know who to ask, who not to ask.
Yeah, some of the people that come in here are just straight, just want to be here for the sport, and then some of them are other creators, and I think everybody should be interviewed.
Yeah. And maybe it'll help your channel, maybe it'll help my channel. But anyway, we'll have a good time.
Yeah. Have a few laughs, have a few spirits touch you or something.
Yeah. Well, as long as I don't touch you, you'll be all right. But thank y'all all for coming. I really appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. And I always remember, God bless.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.